Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ubisoft have finally released the combat article for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and in this, they go over everything you need to know about Assassin's Creed Shadows combat, as well as the abilities, some skills, and the unique weapons you will be able to use. And in this video, we're going to be breaking all of that down. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So starting off with the offensive basics, the combat in Shadows is all about flow and versatility. At its core, you have light attacks, heavy attacks, and posture attacks. But how you use them can make all the difference. Let's start with light attacks. These moves are all about speed and precision. They're reliable for building combos, quickly landing quick damage, and staying on the offensive. Use light attacks to keep enemies on their toes, but be cautious. Some enemies, like the heavily armored ones, can power through light attacks and strike mid-combo. Now, here's a pro tip. Light attacks are excellent for overwhelming weaker foes. Also, please have an escape plan in case tougher enemies interrupt your rhythm and throw you about. Now, with heavy attacks, these are the power moves. Heavy attacks hit hard, stagger enemies, and create openings for follow-ups. You get to use them strategically to control the flow of battle, and they are perfect for breaking enemies' guards and crowd control. One thing to keep in mind though is that heavy attacks take longer to execute, so make sure you time them well or you'll leave yourself open to a counter attack. Now, posture attacks take this to a whole new level. By holding the input for a light or heavy attack, you can charge up a posture attack for extra damage and guard breaking potential. The best part, you can hold the charge indefinitely, giving you time to reposition or choose a new target. Light posture attacks charge faster, while the heavier ones, they may take longer to charge, but they pack a bigger punch. Now, as Charles, one of the game's developers, puts it, enemies will watch for these charged attacks, so you need to be smart about when and where you use them. The real magic happens though when you mix light, heavy, and posture attacks all together. Experiment with combos to create devastating sequences that keep the enemies guessing. The more unpredictable you are, the better your chances of staying in control. Now, let's talk about the vulnerable state, a key mechanic in Shadows. When you time a perfect dodge or disrupt an enemy with the right attack, they'll enter a brief window of vulnerability, and this is your golden opportunity to deal massive damage. You can use a charged posture attack or unleash an active ability to maximize the impact. Remember though, the vulnerable state doesn't last long, so you have to act fast. And of course, if you're able to master this mechanic, you will get the upper hand in any battle you face within Shadows. However, combat isn't just about dealing damage. You've got to know how to defend yourself. Both Naoe and Yasuke have their own unique defense styles with this. So dodging is your go-to move for avoiding attack. Naoe uses fluid, acrobatic rolls to evade danger, and Yasuke on the other hand relies on grounded, directional steps that might keep him upright. Keep in mind though that Yasuke's second dodge has a slight recovery period, so don't spam it unless you can avoid follow-ups. Parrying and deflecting are advanced techniques that can turn the tide of a fight. Yasuke's parry knocks enemies back, creating opportunities for counterattack. Naoe's deflect redirects the enemy's attack, exposing their flank. However, this also opens her up to other enemies, so being aware of your surroundings is key. Yasuke has an exclusive blocking mechanic though, allowing him to withstand most attacks, even arrows and kunai. However, it won't protect you from unstoppable attacks, which I'll cover later. Charles describes it best. These subtle differences in defense are what makes each character's playstyle unique, and I 100% agree with them. Deciding which character to use during certain missions and open world events will be the key to completing them the best way possible. Let's take the mission we saw for instance in our very first gameplay overview and walkthrough for Shadows. At the end of it, we saw Yasuke take down a bunch of samurai and enemies, and then we had a choice: storm the castle as Yasuke or stealthily infiltrate it as Naoe. Now, while both options were viable, Naoe was the clear choice, as we were able to wait till nighttime and stealthily infiltrate it. This was cool, but imagine being able to just choose Yasuke and run straight through the front door and take everyone down as they're coming at you. To be able to do that, will take some skill and learning, which I know most of you probably won't do. You're just going to run straight in and take out so many guards, and I'm proud of you. Combat mastery doesn't stop with the basics. As you progress, you'll unlock new skills and abilities to expand your arsenal. As you level up and defeat powerful enemies, you'll earn mastery points. These can be spent in mastery trees to unlock weapon-based skills which enhance your chosen fighting style, combat extensions which add new layers to your attack sequences, and passive abilities that boost stats like health, adrenaline regeneration, and more. Active abilities are game changers. These are powerful moves you can trigger manually during combat. Some close gaps between you and your enemies, others break armor or even regenerate health. According to Charles, active abilities look cool, hit hard, and offer unique tactical opportunities. I just hope there's no massively overpowered abilities similar to what we saw in Odyssey and Valhalla. I'm just not about that. Give us some cool passive abilities, you know, maybe some including the ability to, I don't know, take down multiple enemies at once, similar to what we had with the fear ability in Arkham Knight. Now, your choice of protagonist, Naoe or Yasuke, affects not just your skills, but also your weapon options and overall playstyle. So let's break that down. Naoe is fast and agile, excelling at one-on-one combat and stealth. Her weapon includes the katana, kusarigama, and tanto and hidden blade. Each weapon unlocks unique abilities like assassinating enemies through shoji jaws or performing double assassination, whereas Yasuke is a tank built for prolonged battle. He wields weapons like the long katana, naginata, kanobu, yumibo, and teppo rifle. His standout move is the sheathed postured attack, a devastating opener that catches enemies off guard. Now, let's move on to enemies. In Shadows, you'll face a wide variety of opponents, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. You have outlaws who are opportunistic and unpredictable, Ashiguru soldiers, the basic infantry with aggressive tactics, Ronin, these are highly skilled but desperate warriors, the samurai are elite fighters with powerful armor and techniques, and then we have guardians. These are top tier enemies who challenge even the most experienced players. Enemies do come with unique attack patterns, including flurry attacks which give a blue glint. This is a rapid sequence that require perfect parries to counter, and then we have unstoppable attacks which have a red glint. These are hard hidden moves that can't be blocked or parried, you have to dodge them instead. Now guys, I know this was a quick overview, but I hope you enjoyed the little gameplay sequences. This is all coming from the article and of course Ubisoft's own channel. Now I'm excited for this game because it gives us two different possibilities to even play through the storyline, which allows for a ton of replayability. Personally, and I've said this in my previous videos, I'm gonna be playing Naoe throughout all of the game if I can. I know some sequences will make us play as Yasuke, but Naoe is where I'm going to be putting all my skill points, ability points, and time in playing and learning her skills, abilities, and overall moveset. Now in the comment section down below, I want you to let me know who are you going to be maining in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is it Naoe? Is it Yasuke? Let me know down below, but also let me know why. Is it because of a certain combat move? Is it because you want to play an assassin or a samurai? Or is it something completely different? Let me know down below in the comments section. If you guys have also enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you also subscribe for some more Assassin's Creed Shadows videos and information and gameplay and all that good stuff. Now I hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video.